Yeah, you see, the Confederacy used more patch bowls than the Union Army. They used old mini.
Right.
But at most of the battles, the Confederacy killed more of the Union than the Union killed the Confederacy. And at the end of the war, even though the Union Army won, the actual number of dead was greater in favour of this Confederacy than it was the Union Army.
I see.
Interesting, isn't it?
There we go. Some education on camera.
And you're talking about the Gatling gun. The Union Army general was told by the government they didn't like the Gatling gun because it used too much ammunition. So one Union general bought 3 Gatling guns out of his own pocket to equip his soldiers.
Yeah. Because there's pure firepower.
Yeah, the government weren't prepared to pay for all the cost of the ammunition because they said they used too much ammunition to kill too many Confederate soldiers.
Well, there we go, gentlemen.
It's completely silly, isn't it? Really?
Not only have you seen me making a plonker of myself, we've been educated at the same time.
Whoa! Right at the side of it in 9. Literally 2 touching bowl
Very good.
in the 9 ring.
Right, now I've only got 1 patch this time. I can tell that because I just started it with my thumb.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea. That it's. There you go. Yeah.
And once more, if I can get the aim point right.
So where was your actual aiming point before?
I was aiming just fractionally low of the ball, but it's down to where I put the foresight in the V of the rear sight.
Right. Well, you've gone up to 11 o'clock again.
I flinched.
Well, there's that one.
That was me.
Yeah, it's alright. It happened.
But we've kept it in the black.
Yeah, yeah. You know, he would have been dead, wouldn't he?
Well, he
Either
wouldn't
way.
have argued the point.
It sounds a nice load.
Yes. So I think I've got time, have I, to just finish off with 6 rounds with the pistol?
Of course you have. We've got nearly an hour.
All right.
We've got nearly an hour. Just take your time and relax. There's no hassle. So that's for, I reckon you could drop that to 35 with
Yeah.
no problem in your barrel at short range. You know, it's all about, you know, it's 35 I reckon. So, another thing to suggest is get one of them little boots
Yeah.
and put it in. Your
Keep a
loads.
record of where it's going at different ranges with differing loads.
Yeah, now if you have a look at that one,
I see, yeah.
it says at the top of the page, Remington Buffalo, plus stock, 100 yards, 438 ball, medium, full cylinder, and it actually shows.
Where your point of impact was.
And the point of aim is my cross.
I see, yeah.
And I've even drawn in on those the actual sights, the foresight.
Uh-huh.
You see?
Oh, I see, yes. Yeah.
So get yourself a little boot and get squibbling.
A little diary.
Well, the thing is,
The
you see,
shooting log.
if it's a month between the last time you've shot it, you might say, oh shit, did I put 30 and or 35 or,
Yeah.
you know, and it sounds a daft thing to say, but it's not. You forget. And I've been telling David Byatt to do that for the last 10 years. Has he done it? Has he bollocks?
As he echoes like.
Get yourself a little book and do...
Hey! What?
I told you about this when you first started shooting. You get a little boat.
I do mine technically. I take pictures.
Oh, fuck. Do you hear that?
I take pictures, me, and put them up on my computer.
Ah, so little books with pencils in is not good enough for you.
Well, Dave is very technical.
Mine get up, put on my laptop.
Oh, God. Bennett. That's hardly in keeping with the muzzle loader. You should be using a quill pen and ink.
I have a book in my bag.
On the candlelight of an evening, at the crackle of the flames of the fire, looking at the serving wench's breasts.
Hey, now steady on, don't get me excited. Enough's enough.
I went to an Elizabethan banquet and they had all these serving wenches with them bustles with their tits shoved up, and it was all hot and sweaty and oh God, what an evening. I was getting pissed looking at wobbly tits moving about everywhere.
What's he charging for caps now?
Oh, about £5.
Six for now.
Is Sarah and Belia are the cheapest?
What then?
Are you coming on Saturday?
Then,
Yeah, are you coming on Saturday?
see, I don't know. It just depends on the weather. Cause,
Well, if he turns up, do you want me to get some?
no, I'll have a look how many I've got at home first.
You tight ass git.
I could have a few hundred at home. And how much are them? £5?
I think it was, well, I got 2 of them the other week and I got change from a £10. Something
I
like
might
that.
have to convert my gun to flintlock.
There you go now, Marlene. The camera was still running. You can see how Ian is trying to lead me astray.
Your wife's not going to speak to me. You're going to say, you should be associated with perverts like that. Here's one for you. My friend was a rock climber and he's climbing up a rock face like that in the Lake District. And as he got to the top, there's a road at the top and this young lady decided to go for a wee.
Oh no, right over the edge.
And she thought, well, there's nobody going to be over 100 foot drop on the other edge. So she got there with the bottom down just as his head came up and he politely ducked and got wet through while he's hanging on the rock place, and he didn't say anything or waited till she went. That is a true story.
I'm not instigating any of this conversation. Just listening.
True. That was true. It wasn't a joke. It was true. And on a previous climb, he went up a rock face and he hit what was the back of a Neolithic cave, and he got some flint arrowheads.
Uh-huh.
And where they'd put them at the back of a cave, the wall had collapsed over tens of thousands of years, so that when he was climbing up it, it was actually this back of the cave on the rock face that he was facing.
Uh-huh.
And he got some Neolithic arrowheads, which are now in, I think, a museum up in Lake somewhere. It is true. So I might be shopping somewhere in Rottenstall and this woman, unbeknown to me, might come up to me and say,
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, we've got her on. You're a dirty
Come
cookie,
on.
you, aren't you? Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
take it a bit slower this time, Dave. It's not a rush. Give me time to have a look. Right, in the black, 2 o'clock. In the black, 9, 7 o'clock. Take your time. In the black, 8 ring, 10 o'clock. In the black. Did you see that? Oh yeah, in the white. Rock on, Tommy. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nine. You're better if you slow up. You're going a bit too fast. Go down and have a look. He's all right. He's only capping on. Go down and have a look.
I'll have a look in a minute. You have to get warmed up again, don't you? It's bad when you stop. You go off the boil.
You do. You do. It's true that. If you're shooting well, keep at it. Put 2 cards. Because, yeah, you're right. You can literally go off the boil.
What more do you want for 50 quid?
Pardon?
What more do you want for 50 quid?
You've done very well with that gun.
Hey, and that's with Ted's powder.
How much was your walker?
What one?
Did you get 2 walkers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hold on.
Right, back with the Remington.
Right, 2 o'clock, 3 inches from the black. I think. Yeah.
2 o'clock high.
Yeah.
I shall recap that because it will fire. I will in a minute.
Uh, 7 o'clock on the edge of the black. Actually 8 o'clock on the edge of the black.
That's what I believe I did it.
You got a card still? You hand it to me, let's look.
No.
You got it moving, yeah. You're okay. You can actually help it rotate the cylinder.
This is the one that didn't fire first,
Right,
I think.
well that way now. Oh, the bottom of the card.
Ah,
In the
right.
writing. You're low.
That should have. I think I might have gone too high that time.
Yeah,
Oh well.
it's alright if we read it. Again, 8 o'clock, half an inch from the black.
Okay, thank you. Well, that will do me for now. for the pistol.
what